One of the more popular videos on this channel is me talking about how to make passive income as a teenager. Looking back at some of my old videos, I realized I posted that video over 2 or 3 years ago, and I thought that now would be a pretty good time to make an update on how to make some passive income. I have been on the journey of making passive income for multiple years now, so I think I'm a little bit more experienced to talk about this particular subject. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how exactly you can go about making $5,000 a month in passive income as a teenager, and I'm going to give you some of my own experiences on how I went about doing just that. And if we haven't met already, my name is Anfernee, and on this channel I talk about personal finance, investing, and side hustles. And if you think you'll find any kind of value in this video, then go ahead and tap that like button for your boy, as it really does help the channel out. But going straight into the first side hustle that you can start to make some passive income as a teenager, and this is by far going to be my most favorite side hustle. I mean, there's not going to be something that is going to be much more passive and much more profitable than starting this today. And if you haven't guessed already, that is going to be by starting posting on social media. Now, my experience with social media is a little bit unorthodox because I personally like posting on social media just for the creativity aspect of it, and I make a little bit of money from that. And usually when I don't feel creatively inclined, I stop posting, and it is not simply just for the money. However, if I were to treat it like a business, as I do try to do at times, then I would consistently post year round, and by doing that, I probably can make double the money that I'm making right now. But I think that as a teenager, what you're looking for when you're trying to make passive income is something that has a low cost of entry, because you most likely don't have a lot of money to put up front in order to buy things like real estate or stocks. But what I guarantee you probably do have is a smartphone. So by starting posting on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, these are going to be ways that you can build passive income, because every social media post that you create is going to be a seed that has the potential to grow into a revenue stream. Not all of your videos that you post will start to generate revenue. I know that for a fact myself, but going by the 80-20 rule, meaning that 80% of your revenue or 80% of your output is going to come from 20% of your input. The more seeds that you sprinkle on the internet, the more videos that you post, the more content that you create, the more likely that you are able to build a stream of income. And through content creation, it can branch off into any of the other streams that I'm going to talk about in this video. Content creation has the power to change your life. I personally like to think of it sometimes as a lottery ticket. If lottery tickets were free, how many lottery tickets would you buy? Would you only buy one, or would you buy 100 in a year, or 1,000? And just like with social media, if one of your videos happen to go viral or semi-viral or build you a small audience, you can monetize that into the other passive income streams I'm going to discuss here shortly. The only social media aspect that I haven't gotten to that has gotten really popular recently is going to be the streaming aspect on Twitch and on different sites similar to Twitch. And I know with influencers like Kaisenet or KSO, you could definitely monetize your streaming efforts a lot more to build a lucrative passive income lifestyle all the same. But the next way that you can make passive income as a teenager that I talk about a lot here on the channel is going to be through stock market investing. Now, I'm a big fan of stock market investing, and I'm actually a big fan of index fund investing. If you aren't familiar with the channel, I recently did a whole series where I built a $10,000 Robinhood portfolio from scratch over about a year span of time, and I have other videos on the channel of me building a $20,000 Robinhood portfolio and investing in other Fidelity stock portfolios. I like to be as transparent as possible at what my investment style is. No, I am not a financial advisor, but I think that if I can give you my thought process of what I think I do right and what I definitely do wrong, then that would give you a little bit more insight on how an everyday person can invest if they choose to manage their money themselves. But stock market investing can build passive incomes in a few different ways. One of the most popular here on YouTube is going to be through dividend investing, and dividend investing is simply when you buy dividend stocks, and those dividend stocks, either on a monthly or a quarterly basis, give you a small paycheck based on what percentage of ownership you have in the company. One of the most popular dividend stocks is going to be Coca-Cola, and if you buy one share of Coca-Cola, I believe you get about a quarter every 3 months for every share that you own. Now, this may not sound like a lot, but if you can accumulate 10,000 shares or some odd number like that, you would be getting $2,500 every 3 months, or any stock similar to dividend investing. And the point of that is that you're going to be slowly building your paychecks up over time. You're going to be slowly getting richer and richer, and your paychecks are slowly going to be getting larger and larger as you accumulate assets. Now that I think about it, as I'm recording this video, I think it would be really cool to build a $1,000 monthly paycheck dividend portfolio here on the channel. And honestly, I think that probably would be the largest Robinhood series I've ever done. So I'm going to put that in my Notion template now as an idea to create a video about in the future. But the other way that you can make passive income as a teenager through stock market investing is going to be just through buy and hold investing, where you simply just buy index funds and you just let that increase in value over time. This isn't as exciting, it isn't as flashy, but it is pretty consistent if you're trying to maintain your principal and build wealth over time. You got to think about stock market investing as the long game. If you're trying to get rich quick, you are going to get burned. So you're much better off just trying to buy and hold and just trying to slowly build wealth yourself rather than chasing all the pump and dumps that you can find. But the next way that you can make passive income as a teenager is going to be through an online business. Now, I know drop shipping is very popular right now, but even if you were successful at starting a drop shipping business, I don't really know how passive that income is, because I've looked into it personally, and I know that you have to manage your ads, you have to create products, you have to always be curating new different websites, and overall it just seems like a very active form of income. Now, there's nothing wrong with drop shipping in the sense that it is an online business, but if you're looking to create passive income, then I don't know how effective that will be as far as being able to relax and not look at your store and still make money. What I think would be a better form of purely passive income would be creating things like digital products, ebooks, or different things like that. And if you have a digital product that lives on your website or that lives on whatever domain that you have, once you put in the work up front, every dollar that you make after that initial time investment will be purely passive income. For example, I think that I personally am a decent thumbnail maker. I ain't by no means the best thumbnail maker on YouTube, or maybe the best thumbnail maker in the finance niche, but I think I do a pretty decent job for myself. And for those who want to learn firsthand on how I actually make my thumbnails, I do have a thumbnail mini course in the description where I charge a few dollars to go really in depth on how I make my particular thumbnails. Now, I could make a 3-hour long YouTube video on how exactly I do that, but this channel isn't necessarily about how to grow on YouTube. So that is just one of a few different digital products that I have or I plan to offer in the future. So if you're interested in that, then check that out in the description. But if you're trying to do something for yourself, that anything that aligns with your particular interest, you can create a digital product about. If you think you're pretty good at basketball, you can create a shooting template and sell it on Etsy. Like I said, with the rise of the internet, pretty much anything that you can digitally create and that you can digitally publish that people buy as a form of value can be a source of passive income for you. One of the projects that I've been working on for a while is actually 2 books. One of the books is going to be a memoir, and one of the books is actually going to be an educational book. I don't want to release the names of it just yet, but those are in the works. And one of my life's goals is to write 10 books before I leave the earth. Whether or not I'm a bestseller or not is not up to me, but I want to accomplish the journey of actually publishing 10 books if I can. And just like with anything else in this video, with that initial time investment, every sale after the books are published are going to be passive income, which is something that you can pursue as well if that is what aligns with your interest. And the next way that you can make passive income as a teenager actually aligns with the first thing that I said in this video, and that is going to be through affiliate marketing. Now, I think affiliate marketing aligns so well with social media influencing because a lot of companies will actually pay you to promote their products anyway. And as a micro influencer, when you're just starting out, who may not be getting a lot of promotion offers already, if you find a product or a service that aligns with what you are publishing online, by utilizing an affiliate marketing link, you are able to monetize the referrals that you are giving to those products before that company even thinks to sponsor you. If you look at any of the old videos on this channel, what I used to do is I used to promote the app Public a lot at the end of a lot of my videos. And what the Public app was an investing app that gave you a free stock just for signing up to the app. Now, I'm not sure if they still offer that promotion, but what would happen is that even if you just signed up, you would get a free stock, and me as a referral of that code would get a free stock as well. And through promoting that for a year or so, I got about 500 free stocks, or about $1,500 worth of free stock just for speaking about it online. And because I was making videos about finance regardless, that extra income that came from the referrals was purely passive in my sense, because all I did was talk about it for 5 to 10 seconds per video. And I think that if you were choosing to go the affiliate marketing route as well, you definitely want to find a product or a service that gives the most value to your viewer or to the person that you're speaking to. I personally think that the more someone has to click or the more money someone has to shell out to get the benefit that you are offering, the less likely that they are going to do it. I think that my affiliate marketing link was so successful for me personally was because the person didn't have to deposit any money into Public to get the free stock. All they had to do was set up an account, which means that the conversion rate of me actually getting paid for that referral was much higher than it was for some of the other referrals that I promoted in the past. I've seen a couple of other YouTubers promote affiliate offers as well, and if you are starting or you are on your content creation journey, then I would definitely implement affiliate marketing into your monetization strategy as well. Then this is honestly something that I can get better at as well. However, the next form of passive income that you can make as a teenager is going to actually be through managing someone else's business. Now, I don't truly think that this is a good form of passive income, but when trying to fill out the list for this video, I had to include it because I think that it is such a good source of income as a teenager that it should at least be included somewhere at the end of the list. And what I mean by managing a business is that most older people with established businesses don't have a great social media presence. And a lot of times, if you can go to those businesses and you can offer your services to those businesses to say, hey, I'll manage an Instagram account for you, or I'll start a TikTok account for you, and post 3 times a day to start to generate new customers for your business, what you may then be able to do is negotiate a contract to say that you get maybe 1/4 or 0.5% of the revenue from the customers from TikTok or from YouTube. And by doing that, you'll be setting up a new stream of revenue for yourself. Like I said, this does kind of fall into the realm of content creation and also falls into the realm of active income. So I don't really know how well it fits within this video, but if you can go door to door and get at least 1 or 2 businesses to pay you $500 a month, not only will you be making money on the flat fee, but you can also be making money on the referrals as well. I may end up doing a video trying to do this as well. I just don't know of the commitment that I want to have to doing this, because I know that if I start making social media posts for a channel, then I would have to continue doing that, and I just don't know if I want to add that to my plate for the sake of a YouTube video, because I think it will be a little bit selfish to only do it for a month and then tell the business that I don't want to do it anymore. But moving on to the last way that you can make passive income as a teenager, if you have a little bit of money already saved in the bank, it's going to be one of my favorite ways to make passive income other than content creation, and this is going to be by buying real estate. I think buy and hold real estate is amazing. By buying a rental property and putting a good tenant in there, if you have a mortgage on that property, by renting it out for a large enough amount, that allows the tenants to actually pay for your mortgage and any expenses associated with it. I luckily have had very few problems with the rental property that I currently own, and I am still generating a decent amount of cash flow to the point that I want to add even more rental properties to my investment portfolio in the future. However, with all that being said, if you found any kind of value in this video, then tap that like button for your boy, as it really does help the channel out, as well as hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. If you want to check out a behind the scenes look of how I plan to grow this YouTube channel to 100,000 subscribers, go check me out on TikTok at Anfernee Films, as well as Instagram under the same username as well. I really hope you found value in this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.